Assalamu alaikum. You are watching your favorite YouTube channel and this is Shabir Hussain Bhatti. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, press the bell icon and share this video with your friend and family members. Index match function. As I earlier mentioned, there are two different functions. One is index that has entirely different input and output, and there is a match function which has entirely different input and output, but the match function will be used inside the index function for input purpose. So instead of giving a fixed input, to make the input as a dynamic, we will use match function to inside the index function. Index function will give us a value based on the row and column. To make row and column dynamic, we will use the match function inside the index function. So this function will go to the row number and the column number. Wherever there is intersection, the function will get the data and display in the cell where we will use the index match function. Let us see index and match function one by one in detail. Index function will return a value based on the provided row and number. The syntax is on our right side: index reference row comma column. Row and column both are optional. So the example is index A1 to C20, 3, 5. So this function will go to the row number 5 and the column number, row number 3 and column number 5. Wherever there is intersection, it will return that value to the cell where we use the index function. So this function has three inputs: reference, row and column. Reference is a compulsory. It may be single dimensional array or multi-dimensional array. So row and column: row is a row number and column is a column number. Match function. This function will search a given data inside the range and give us the reference of the data of the search key. So in this example, match apple in C1 to C20, 0. What is 0? I will tell you, but here the function will go to the data. Wherever apple matches, it gives me the reference like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Wherever the location is, it will give me the location of that particular text or the number or whatever the search key is. So here it also has three input. Two are compulsory and the third is optional. The first one is the search key. This is the data that I need to search, like in the above example, apple is a search key. Range is a single dimensional array where I want to search this data. Search key or the search type is optional, and by default, if we will not provide the data, it will consider as 1, and it has only two input, 0 or 1. 0 mean exactly match. If this function has apple in capital, it will not be considered as exact match and it will not give us the data or the output as required. So it will match exact. The other one, which is the one, basically the one is not applicable on the text. Mostly it applicable on the numeric values. Wherever it finds the nearest value, it will show us the result. Now we will see in the practical example what does I mean exact match and near match or approximately match and this type of thing. I already prepared one practice sheet, and now it is a practice time. let's go back to our practice and see how it will work. Okay, so let us see is equal to index. So the reference is, I need to, sorry, let us see this data, comma 3 comma 4. So it will go to the third row and fourth column, like 1 2 3, third row 1 2 3 4, and this is 54. So 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 4. So this is the data that I need, and this is the result. If I need to change the row, I will definitely change the row here. It's a 5 and the fifth row is the 1. Okay, as I earlier mentioned, row and column are optional. If I will not mention row, what happen, it will give me the column wise data. If I will not mention the column, let me delete this data as well. If I will not mention the column, like if I will just mention here empty or 0, it will consider it as a, so it will give me the row data, column data, sorry. If I will not give the row, it will give me the column data. If I will not mention the column, it will give me the row data. If I will delete it, it will give me still same data, because it will consider no row but column. And if I delete row and column both, what happen, it gives me complete data, row and column, regardless the condition, because there is no condition. Okay, so this is our first part of the index match function. Now match function is equal to match. I want to match bio with this data and exact match as a 0. Okay, so this gives me 7, which means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Great, so it gives me the 7 row. Okay, again if I mention here 1, I'm not sure it's properly working or not, like 1, it gives me an error, and that's it. So 0 is an exact match. Now let us see how it works in the row wise. Is equal to match. So I will select this, sorry, first I need to select the search. I need to search Shabir in this data, comma exactly match, and that's it. It gives me first column of the data. If instead of C I need to find out E, like here, it gives me the third row. So to make this formula dynamic, I can use this instead of row. This is a row. Instead of fixed column, I can use this as a fixed column. So 7th row, 3 column. You can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7th row, and 1 2 and 3 column, 82. So this is 82. Okay, if I change here, instead of bio, let us say it's Park Study 7. Okay, so it gives me 5th. So whatever is here, I can even type by manual 6 1, so it gives me the result as per my request. So let us make this formula more dynamic. So to make this dynamic, I already prepared here one small example. Let us see, it's Shabir, and here it's physics. Okay, this is a name and this is subject. So here is equal to index. I want an index of this data, comma match. What should I match? Row. So this row this in the row and exact match. So this is for row. So instead of keeping this whole formula in the separate cell, I keep this formula inside the formula. Now for the column match Shabir with this data, comma 0 again. So this gives me exactly what Shabir took in the physics. You can see here physics is 90. So if I need to change English, it gives me English and so on. So this is a multi-dimensional array. If I need to have the same for single array, like I need to have the data for Mr. Wahid, or let us say Pak study or whatever, one dimension array is equal to index. I need to index this Shabir, comma match English, comma this row data, comma 0, and it gives me exactly the data for this. So this is for Shabir, because I just keep the C column which is for Shabir. So if I change the subject, it gives me the different data, but this is not applicable for the name because I didn't mention the name. It is single dimension array. Okay, so hope you understand this, the whole concept. Now let us see what is 1 not exactly match. The 0 in the match is exactly match and 1 is not as a exact match. Let us see how to use this 1 instead of 0 in the match function. Let us understand the criteria first. This is a criteria. So sale, if the guy took the sale between 1 to 1 lakh, it will get 0 commission. 1 lakh to 5 lakh, it will be 0.5%. 5 to 10, 1%. 10 to 1.5, 1.5. 1.5 to 2 million, it is 2%, and above 2 million he or she will get 2.5% of his sales. Okay, so let us see, is equal to index. What I need to index? Commission percentage, comma match. Let us see this with this data, and I need to match exact match will not give me any, because 60,000 is not here. If I type here 60,000, then it's okay, it gives me the data, it gives me the output, but I don't know what is the exact number. Maybe it is the 6,001, say 60,001, then again it will give me the output, wrong output. So what should I do here? So instead of using 0, I will use 1, which means nearly match. Wherever it matches the data nearly, which is more closely, it will give me the. So from 60,000 is more near, and less than is 1 million. No more, it is more between 0 to 100,000, so it gives me 0%. Let us fix the references just to copy the formula for the next column as well. So here you can see for 400,000, which is lesser between these two, which means 1 lakh to 4,000, it gives me 0.5%, and again for 14, 1.4 is less than this one, so it gives me this one, so on and so forth. So if I will have here, let us say 2 million, exactly 2 million, so 2 million or above, it gives me 2.5. If I have here, let us say this number, it gives me the same 20 million, 10 million, 2 million, whatever, it gives me 2.5%. okay, so now let us calculate the commission is equal to percentage multiply by this amount, it gives me the amount of commission of that particular salesperson. Okay, so again, if I keep it here 90,000, whatever, it will give me same less than 1 million. If it is 1 million, then okay, 100,000, sorry, 100,000, then it will give me the commission accordingly. Now I want to merge these two formulas in one formula. Instead of just taking the commission and then calculating the commission, I need to have the same in one formula. How will I do? It's very simple. Actually, I will copy the whole formula and paste it here, and then multiply by this number, which means it will give me, this will give me, the first formula will give me the percentage, and this will be multiplied by this number, then zoom, it give me the exact amount which I already calculated in two different steps. Hope you understand this video. This is a really fantastic function, very useful function, and this function is used everywhere wherever we need the data, a specific data from a single array or multi-dimensional array. Whenever we need to search data, the first function will come to mind is index match function. And this there is another function which is called VLOOKUP. This is also the similar function to the index match function. You will see in my upcoming videos. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Please hit the like button if you really like this video. Share this video with your friend and family members. And finally, please don't forget to give me your productive feedback so that I will make my next videos more informative and more productive. Thank you very much.